Hi, this is Scott. I'm back. I'm reading a letter of support that was approved by the Rolette County, North Dakota County Commission in March 2025 regarding my efforts at honoring Lawrence Welk, who is originally from North Dakota, and Myron Floren, who was a longtime accordionist on Lawrence Welk Show from South Dakota, along with the Lawrence Welk Show itself. I spoke, I believe it was by Zoom or Teams, something like that, to the commission, and they kindly approved the following that I'm going to read to you. But first, let me show it to you so you can see for yourself. And here we go. March 27th, 2025. To whom it may concern, the Rolette County Commission is happy to support your efforts in North Dakota and nationwide to raise awareness of and celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Lawrence Welk Show's national debut and the positive contributions to music, television, and through that to America of Lawrence Welk, native of Strasburg, North Dakota, and Myron Floren, originally from Webster, South Dakota. The stories of both men are an example of what someone from anywhere in America can achieve, as they were both sons of farmers of the rural Midwest that persevered. The Lawrence Welk Show played a variety of genres, including country, jazz, polka, and patriotic, included tap and other dancing, and sought to be family-friendly entertainment. Its original run, including syndication, was more than a quarter century, 1955 to 1982, and repeats are still regularly aired across much of America, including North Dakota, on Sunday evenings. Lawrence Welk learned values in North Dakota that influenced him in a positive way long into having reached his peak of success. We are proud that North Dakota has made this large, long-lasting contribution to American music and culture. Hope it and his memory will continue to be treasured and handed down to future generations, and that he and the show will be a source of inspiration for North Dakotans and Americans long into the future. Sincerely, Rolette County Commission, Rolette County, North Dakota, and signed by the auditor. So I would like to thank the county commissioners for approving this letter of support. I would like to thank the auditor for placing it on the agenda for consideration and providing me a space on the agenda to speak to the commission. As I said at the end of my last video, something cool about Rolette County is it's one of 3 counties in North Dakota where over 50% of the population is of partial or full Native American heritage. And because of the Native American community's special role and place in America and its history and its prehistory, having been here so long before the founding of our country, I'm honored to have them as a part of this effort. I'm grateful for all different groups that are involved, but because of their special place in our country and its history, I'm very honored to have that support for that reason as well. And also, geographically, Rolette County, North Dakota, is on the border with Canada, and I believe it's either like roughly north central or maybe a little bit to the east, but close to the center of the border. Give you some idea of where it's located. So that's it for this video. As usual, if you like this video, please click the like button. Please share this and my other videos with others. If you're not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button on the channel Lawrence Welk Tributes. I have an email address set up for my project and connected with this, which is the 70th anniversary at gmail.com, where you can provide your thoughts, your suggestions, advice, memories, also recommendations for who to reach out to, whether it's people, organizations, places in North Dakota, in the United States, generally, wherever, and tell me why I should consider it. Because I do want to reach out across the 50 states. I have done a little bit tongue-tied there. I have tried a little bit in South Dakota so far, where Myron Floren is originally from. Most of my efforts have been in North Dakota. I've done some here in North Florida, where I live. And I read a letter from former Minnesota Congressman Colin Peterson. So you can get some idea of where I've been getting some support already, where I've reached out. But there are other states where I've reached out to people, certain PBS affiliates, for example, in other states. And so trying to build a broad coalition here that's both bipartisan and nonpartisan. because I'm involving politics in the sense of elected officials, the government, things like that. But I don't want this to be a source of political division. I don't want this to be something that one party jumps on board for and then the other side doesn't, or something like that. This needs to be something that both parties can agree on, or at least a number of people in both parties. It's a TV show. It's meant to be family friendly for all ages, all generations, all parts of the country. You know, I think for most people, there should be something there for them. And so let's have it be a truly national American moment, if you like, where we can, a moment of unity, because there are a lot of important things that Americans disagree on and debate and everything like that. But I don't think everything in America's past or present has to be like that. There are things that we can be passionate about that aren't strictly partisan or strictly political or strictly regional, because I think Midwesterners should be proud of Lawrence Welk and Myron Floren and other Midwesterners that have been on the show. They should be proud of their connection and their contribution to American life, culture, television, and that it's something that shouldn't be a source of controversy, because from what I've read about him and his biography on Wikipedia, other websites, I basically only hear good things about him. The most people might say is that he was old-fashioned or something. And is that such a bad thing? Really? Not everything about the past was bad. Not everything needs to be forgotten about from the past. So it seems like he tried in his private life to live a clean, honorable life. In his public performances on the show, he wanted everything to be quality. He wanted it to be something that parents could feel comfortable with their children watching. That was a part of the intention from the start of the show. If you read his autobiography, Wonderful, Wonderful, before the show went national, he discussed this with some people that may have wanted to sponsor it or air it. He wanted to make clear that he wanted it to be family friendly. And we should be able to put party affiliations aside and agree that the family is important and that we should welcome entertainment that everybody can watch and feel like this is really good. I can relax to this. I can, if you're a little kid, jump up and want to dance to this. You know, it should be a family heirloom. It should be a national heirloom. And so that's it for this video. Let's see. What do we have next? Oh, okay. Here we're getting into NDSU, North Dakota State University. I have two letters. One from on behalf of the Performing Arts Department, and the other one on behalf of the Agriculture Department. And considering that about half of North Dakota's population is rural still, and agriculture is still a very important part of their economy and way of life and culture there. And as I've said in the other videos, my family on my dad's side had Wisconsin Midwestern farming heritage. First, these are some of the reasons why, for example, the agriculture letter means so much to me. And also because being a state university, I would like to think that it, among the other letters that I've been reading, helps to provide credibility and proof that I'm serious with this effort. And that it can be on behalf of an entire department. If you go and try to get an idea of how much staff, how many professors and so forth, how many students are part of the agriculture department. I mean, the idea that it's on behalf of the agriculture department at NDSU is a big deal, not just because of the reasons I stated, but because it's a very important part of the university numerically and so forth. And then the performing arts also, because of the fact that Lawrence Welk was a North Dakota native, and performing arts is a part of music and performing arts, you know, they're together. And so it's extremely relevant for that reason. But the first of those two letters that I got was from Performing Arts. And so that will be the one that I read next. So stay tuned for that. Thank you and take care.